Today is all about you and how to put yourself first in relationships once and for all. I'm Susie Connerly. I'm a hypnotherapist and relationship expert, helping people to up-level their relationships in absolutely every area. And today we're going to talk about how to finally start putting yourself first in your relationships. Many people, if they've connected to this concept of putting themselves first, like the idea of it, but don't exactly know how to put it into place, and they don't spot yet the little tiny ways in which you could be putting your needs aside for someone else. The solution is to always put yourself first. I know you might say easier said than done, right? But in order to develop new habits and behaviors, we have to implement them. So set yourself up for success with these 4 tips. Number 1 is say no to the things that do not match your priorities or your desires. Start practicing saying no in little ways and then work your way up to saying no in bigger things that really don't work for you, but you've had fear around saying no in the past. Once you start to just practice it, it's going to get easier and easier and easier. So if you find this a really hard one, start with little things and then build your way up, and you'll see that as you go every step of the way that it gets safer and safer. And know that other people's expectations, needs, and desires belong to them. It does not belong to you to satisfy that or to fix it for them in any way. Those are their feelings, and it's up to them to process them. It's up to you to process your feelings. Number 2, be really active about what you do want. So this is where you get connected to what you truly want or desire in your life, and you start going for it. So if you don't have enough time for yourself now, start carving out time, even if it's 10 minutes a day, to do something you truly want to do or want to work on. Really make yourself a priority. And in order to make that more effective, stack it onto something that you already do automatically every single day. So if you automatically brush your teeth in the morning and at night, then say, at night when I brush my teeth, I'm going to read this book that I wanted to read for 15 minutes. Things like that. So when you set an intention, just stack it on top of something you already automatically do, and you're much more likely to do it. Pursue your dreams and desires and make them your own. So if you've wanted to take an amazing trip to Morocco, start making a Pinterest board or a vision board about Morocco. Start looking up the language and common terms and things that you can do and experience there. What are your top 3 things on that trip? Start to really make it real, visualize it, and then this will start to affect every area of your life because you're actually making room for yourself. Number 3 is use your instincts and intuition. When you use your own instincts to guide your decisions and actions, you're going to be more satisfied overall. We don't realize our underlying motivations for doing things until we really check in. How many of the things that you do on an everyday basis are actually important to you? And of those, in the way that you do them, is that the way or the process that feels right to you? Really start to take stock and check in with yourself and how much time and energy you're giving to things that you don't care about. And know that it's also okay if you actually do want to do things in a way that others want you to do them, as long as that's the way that it truly works for you. Right? We're not creating passive-aggressive tendencies here. We're just making sure that you're honest with yourself and in alignment with what you want in your life. And number 4, take this even further. Make a list of things that you've done in the past or things that you habitually do that you don't want to do anymore. So go through current and past relationships and write down things that you did for that person or ways in which you did things that really rubbed you the wrong way or you just felt like it was a waste of your time and energy. Write those down and get really clear on them and why it wasn't satisfying to you and why you're not going to do them anymore. Because when you start to identify these little behaviors by writing them out or thinking them through, you'll notice it so much quicker the next time those things get put in front of you, and you'll be able to say no that much faster. Because love, any time we do something out of obligation or out of pressure, it just creates that same cycle and us feeling like we have to keep our relationships or ourselves secure and safe by sacrificing something that doesn't work for us. Because every time you give into that fear or pressure of doing something that doesn't work for you, it actually creates this pattern in your mind where you have to keep doing that in order to feel like it keeps your relationships secure and safe. Seems very strange, but little things like not wanting to rock the boat or not wanting to cause conflict can cause huge overall havoc in our lives and just leads to a lot of wasted time and energy. So look for where you can implement these 4 things. Saying no to things that you don't want to do or don't have time to do, things that don't work for you. To be active about what you do want. Actively pursue what you truly want in your life. This will help you say no to those other things so much easier. Number 3, use your instincts and intuition to guide your decisions, actions, and behavior, and absolutely commit to doing that for life. Another amazing aspect about putting yourself first is not only are you going to feel more fulfilled and happy in your life, but it actually leads to more balance in your relationships. Have you ever heard the term, we teach people how to treat us? It is very, very true. When someone comes to expect or to think that you're going to act in a certain way towards them, they just get used to it, right? And they might not realize that they're asking for too much or that your relationship is out of balance. When you start to put yourself first, you put that into action, and the relationship has that opportunity to balance out or bounce out. And if you're looking for a super hot download to help you heal your relationships simply by listening to a recording, go to my relationship reset recording. The link is below this video. I think you're going to absolutely love it. It's a free hypnosis download that contains so much healing around past relationships, and it literally couldn't be easier. Comment below if this resonated with you or if you have any tips or tricks to put yourself first in your life and in your relationships. Sending you massive love.